Hey, everybody. Oh,
Yep.
now we're live on Facebook. It's Robin and Kim here for 7-Minute Health Chat. How are you, Kim?
Doing great. And I want to apologize for last week. We had a user error in doing our 7-minute health chat last Wednesday. And so it didn't record right. So I apologize.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens. So Kim's going to start us off today. We're talking about, it is World Mental Health Awareness Month. So we're going to talk all about mental health awareness. But Kim and I want you to know that we are not doctors. These are just things that we have found out that have helped us with our mental health throughout our lives.
Exactly. And we just want to share that and pass it on. And the reason they made this a World Health Day is because everybody is experiencing our depression and issues dealing with mental health. And, you know, things are out of our control that we can't always control. And it's hard to deal with things. So, you know, one of the things is surrounding yourself with positive people, a positive environment, a safe, healthy environment, getting rid of the toxic people in your life. That's kind of a big thing. And I also wanted to talk about the physical part of that as well. So, and I use my grandmother as an example of how important, you know, we exercise, Robin and I exercise, we promote good exercise. We promote all kinds of exercise, whatever works for you, but really focusing on our leg health is really important for our brain health, because when we have strong legs, it translates to a healthier, stronger brain. So my grandmother fell and broke her hip when she was like in her late 70s. And she never recovered. She never walked again after that. She became bedridden and she lost her speech. She held on to her mental acuity for the most part, but she just couldn't physically do things and talk. So, and I remember that struck me as so bizarre, like just because you can't walk, you can't talk, basically. So anyway, that's really important. But I think, to me, that always stuck with me. What a great example. Now I understand why. So, and there's foods I want to talk about too, but I know, Robin, I want to pass it over to you so you can share your knowledge as well.
Okay. So here's my knowledge. And like I said, this is just from me. And like Kim said earlier, surrounding yourself with positive people or like-minded people that don't bring you down. The main thing that I feel that helps me and that I've found in the last 3 years, and too bad I didn't find this out sooner, is to love yourself first. If you don't feel good about yourself, you're not going to feel good about a lot of other things and things around you and people around you and circumstances. It makes it tough. So loving yourself first and accepting all your flaws. What's the saying? Perfectly imperfect, and that's what we are, right? And we have to accept that. I feel like, to be able to have that great state of mind and to be positive. The exercise, of course, and I like exercising outside. So if you're like us and you're in Ohio, it's a little tough sometimes. I know it gets tough in the wintertime. If you can't get outside, maybe try to join a class where you're around like-minded people and exercise. I know all my people, they're always so happy. And when they leave, they're all chatting, and I make them all introduce themselves to one another so that they know each other and find out things about one another besides exercising that maybe they're like-minded about. I love getting out on my paddleboard. I know sometimes I just stand on that paddleboard and I'll just take a deep breath in and exhale. And it's like makes you feel totally different and releases all of that mental stress.
May I add on to that? There's a term called grounding, and that is going outside barefoot and walking in the ground or the grass. Now in the winter time, if you're in the north, that's hard to do.
Might be a little cold.
It might be a little cold, but do it where you can when the weather works. But it just helps your brain. It just helps relax everything. It just helps to kind of get you in tune with nature. I know that might sound hooky wooky, but there's truth to it. There's science behind it. And there's a term called forest bathing, where you walk out in the forest, not naked, but you walk, you take a walk in the forest. You can go naked, I guess, if you're, you know. not around other people, but whatever. I'm not, oh, I'm digging a hole. Anyway, but that's something to think about as well. Go ahead, Robin.
No, so the show with Darren O'Lean that he is, what is the name of that?
It's called Down to Earth.
Down to Earth with Zac Efron. So he does the grounding, walking with Zac Efron. And Zac is at first, he's like, what is this you're doing? But it's really cool to watch his awareness, once he starts doing it with Darren, because it is. And it takes you back to like when you were young, like a younger time and happy years. So
yeah.
The other thing is find a friend to talk to. So Kim and I talk to each other, outside of this. I mean, we'll text each other, and if something is bothering us, to make one another feel better, or get a psychologist if it's something that you need that's a deeper than with a friend, because there's nothing wrong with finding someone to talk to.
Yeah, getting help is key. It's like there used to be a stigma or shame attached. There's no shame attached to getting help, and because you know what, we all need it. So
yeah. That's for sure. Especially, I think we all realized that after this last 18 months. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Reading and listening to personal development. Those things are amazing. Find something every day. I don't care if it's a quote, if you do a meditation, anything like that. Read a book, read an excerpt from a book. And then the last thing I have done is emotional intelligence. And it's amazing. If you want more information about that, Kim and I both have gone through emotional intelligence training, and it's a game changer. And it really is. And it's something that I wish I would have had when I was 18, to navigate through all those early years. Not that I have regrets, but it would have made things a lot easier. So anything else you have?
I just want to talk about the 10 top brain foods real quick, just because I think that's something tangible. So, perfect. And I'll count down, and olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. These are in no particular order. Avocados, blueberries, dark chocolate, eggs, grass-fed beef, dark leafy greens, broccoli, wild salmon, and almonds. And those are the top 10 genius foods. And guess what? You know what they all have in common? They're whole foods, and they're also low glycemic food. They won't spike your blood sugar. So,
well, walnuts on that list.
Walnuts are not, but I would put them on there.
I'm surprised, because that, they're made like a brain, and they're supposed to be, a good brain food.
This is from Max Lugavere. He is a functional medicine doctor. This is his list. We can put them on there.
So maybe, Kim, could you put those in the comments?
I will.
Of the Facebook, so that everybody will know, because some people probably want to know that. All right, everybody, have a happy Wellness Wednesday and World Mental Health Awareness Month. Think about some of the things we've said, and if you need something, we are friends. Give us a little message, and we're always here to talk. So
that's right.
All right.
Thanks, Robin.
All right, we'll see ya.
And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.